Planning for 180. Again, the new bowler, Santosh DNO. Big hit. It's a big one. It's out of the. It's very important to Kalai to build the partnership with the Suhail. Beautifully played into the leg side. Have to collect a very good total in this over. Now spinner into the attack. Beautifully ball. Big appeal. Watch the ball and make this innings very beautiful. Big hit here. Once again for the big one. If the loose ball comes, go for the big one. If the right ball is coming, very good ball. Respect. Big one. Again. Still two more ball left in this. Beautiful piece of bowling. Very good connect by already 14. He has conceded. Again, last delivery of this power play. Suhail. Big one. Again. Big swing of the bat. Again. Kalai. Once again. Beautifully cut into the gap. It's a boundary. Suhail is looking very good. Very good piece. Big shot again. Once again, Suhail is going for the big one. Collected the first one very fast. There is a chance of a run out. Yes, he does. They scored 85 for 2. Once again, big swing of the bat. Bounce of the boundary line again. Once again, going for the big one. It's a. Once again, going for the big one. It's edged. Top edge. Shibu is back into the pavilion. Prabhat. Very good piece of bowling and very good drive from Anulal. Got the first one hard. SPIRA power. Once again, very good delivery and beautiful piece of batting into the gap. I think it's a runaway for 4. Harry again in his third over. Coming from right arm around. Beautifully bowled. SCT. Very good piece of batting. It's in the air. It's in the air. Towards the leg side. Clear the boundary line. The big one is coming for DNO Dynamos. Now he has considered a big boundary. Once again, big swing of the bat. Again towards the leg side. It's bounce off the boundary line. Once again, very good piece of batting. Is building up a partnership between with Mathi. Once again, big swing of the bat. Again, beautifully played. Clear the boundary line. Again, 140 on the board. Once again, beautifully cut it into the gap. There is no man. In 9, Harry. Once again, big swing of the bat. There is a catch. There was a chance of a catch. Dropped by the field. Definition of a cricket. Once again, very good piece of batting. Beautifully cut it into the gap. Bounce of the boundary line. Again, big swing of the bat. Again, beautifully played. Clear the boundary line. Yes, it has. It's a biggie out of the ground. Oh, yes. Once again, big one. Big swing of the bat. There is a man. There is a man out there. He just missed that ball. He went for the catch. It's over. Let's see. Right arm over the wicket. 2. Big swing of the bat. It's edge. Yes, take a rear. Once again, big swing of the bat into the covers area. Fielder misses. Bounce of the boundary line. Clear the boundary line. It is very important to defend. Again, last day. Once again, big swing of the bat. Big swing of the bat. Man out there. Dropped it. Dropped it. Bounce of the boundary line. And big score in the power play is very important to chase it down. Once again, beautifully played. Beautifully played. Bounce of the boundary line. Very good late cut. The second over. Once again, beautifully played. Beautifully played. Very good piece of batting by Harry. Boundary. Once again, beautifully pick up shot. Once again, it's bounce of the boundary. Flicker for risk. Beautifully played towards the leg side. Once again, beautifully played towards the leg side. Again, it's a boundary. Beating the fielder. One. Again, very good late cut by Harry. Once again, it's bounce of the boundary line. Once again, beautiful swing of the bat. Bounce of the boundary line. Big swing of the bat. Big swing of the bat. Bounce of the boundary line. Into the attack. Big swing of the bat. Into the gap. Beautifully played by Harry. Bounce of the boundary line. Ball raising to a. Yes, it is. They got the first one. Big swing of the bat. It's edge now. There was a chance for the catch. DNO Dynamos. Big swing of the bat. Very good swing of the bat. Clear the boundary line in the long on. This is a very good total of SPIRA power. Once again, straight to the hands of the bowler. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's in the air. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Shibuna got the wicket now. Shredded now. Big appeal for the LBW. Biggie. There is a man out there in these remaining deliveries. Once again, big swing of the bat. There was a man out there. He's just a spectator. Big swing of the bat. There is a man out there. He's just a spectator. It's out of the ground. 6 more added to the scoreboard now. Big swing of the bat. There is a man out there. He's just a spectator. Last ball. Once again, beautifully played towards the leg side. 2 fielders, just spectators. That is bounce of the boundary line. Beautifully played into the gap. Ball is raising outside the boundary. Once again, beautifully played towards the covers. A boundary for Sanjay again. 4 as of now. Once again, big swing of the bat, beautifully played into the gap. Very good drive from Sanjay. Beautiful cover drive, boundary for. Big swing of a bat. There is a man out there. There is a chance of a catch. Once again, big swing of the bat. There is a man out there. Beautifully played. Bounce of the boundary line. Started with the boundary. 4 needed from 14. Once again, big swing of the bat. Big appeal for the LBW. Everything is happening inside the ground. Has to kick that catch. Once again, he completed the first one hard. There is a chance of a run out again. Yes, it is. Finger face from them. Big one. Big one. Again, he's going for the big one. That is bounce off the boundary line. 4 more added to the score. Once again, beautifully played towards the extra cover. The man out there taken beautifully. His batsman is going for the second one. That's a run out. Yes, he has. 5 now. Again. Once again. Big swing of the bat. There is a chance of a catch. Yes, he has taken. Once again, big swing of the bat. Big swing of the bat. Chance of a catch. Drop.